It took me 12 days and 13 nights, but I traveled over the tallest mountains, into the deepest caverns, down, finally, to the deepest layer of hell, where I spoke with my good friend Satan, asked him where he may be, and he pointed to hell's finest ball pit, and there he was. It was Ben, prancing in hell's ball pit. So I walked over to him, gave him an earful about being late and the whole time wibbly wobbly stuff, pinched him by the ear, dragged him back to the surface, and here he is, finally back alive on Earth. Been missing everybody.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
That was
because
beautiful.
it was real. It's what happened.
It,
It's why we haven't recorded, because Ben's been in hell playing
Yeah.
in a ball pit, because he doesn't realize that time moves a lot faster in hell.
that's
Unless
true.
you have to have a magical time amulet with you
However-
to reverse the effect, but you don't have one. I do, but you don't.
All right.
So next time you're going to go play in Hell's Ball Pit, let me know, and I'll let you borrow the amulet.
Okay. All right. All right.
I
sure.
understand it's a fun ball pit, but we have some on Earth too.
All right.
Chuck E.
gotcha.
Cheese is right down the corner. They have several
I
that
under-
are
I un-
definitely safe
No,
for
I-
people to be in.
I understand that. Yeah.
I killed a man in the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit
What
once.
the hell is?
Anyways, welcome back to
Welcome
Deep
to
Thoughts.
Deep Thoughts with Ben and Owen. I am Ben,
I'm a murderer.
and we are here to talk to you
We're
about
here to deeply think and deeply talk.
something.
Ben doesn't know what we're talking about.
No.
Um,
None.
basically, the last 2 weeks that we did not record anything, I had topics to discuss based on real world events that I attended.
Oh Lord.
Some against my will, others not against my will.
I'm a little nervous. He's been talking about this, or he just brought it up to me, and now I'm scared.
Yes. If if you aren't 18 or older, close your ears,
and
because this is some of the things that will be discussed. How you say, explicit.
warning has been given. If you are now below 18 and you are still here, we will
This is
purge
your
you.
own. This is your own fault.
You are going to be purged.
We will. Well, we don't have to purge them. We don't have all that many listeners. We don't need to get rid of the ones we have.
All right.
We can.
We will
I
half
do have
purge
the
you.
laser that I can use, the death laser.
We will half purge you.
Half purge. You'll lose your left side.
Yeah. Not your right. Keep your
No,
right.
right's good.
Yeah.
Right is right. Left is
Also right.
left.
All right.
Anyways, Ben, you get to choose between one of three
3?
things that I can discuss.
I thought there were 2.
Two of them are more juicy. One is more tame.
All right.
The first one happened 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and it is a lesson in horology.
What?
The second thing happened a week ago, and then it's to do with porn floats. The third thing happened today, and it's just something that I will buy. So what would you like to choose? We will discuss all three in due time, but which one would you like to discuss first?
What did you buy, Owen?
Well, I haven't bought it yet. So basically, I don't know if you've seen, but Build-A-Bear made an axolotl
Oh, you've been talking about this for a
About
while.
a year ago.
Is it back out?
It comes out tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Finally. They announced on their social media like 2 weeks ago that they were bringing it back, and they were bringing along a blue color with it. So now there's 2 colors. They said, go put your email in, and we'll let you know when it's coming out. So everyone did, including me, and everyone apparently found out somewhere, some source said that they were coming back in February. There was about 3 days left of February. So every day until March, we stayed up until 12. Constantly refreshing the page, checking email. Nothing. Every day, I'd go on the Build-A-Bear Instagram, see their latest post about whatever nonsensical thing they were adding to their collection. Go in the comments. Every other comment was just, where are the axolotls? Where are they? When are they coming back? And they're really funny because eventually this one guy starts replying. He's just like, yeah, I work for Build-A-Bear. They're coming soon. It's under an NDA. So we can't tell you.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, why? Why would the release date for a product be under NDA? And why would this random dude who has like 3 posts about fishing know all there is to know about this NDA?
Well, he works there.
Supposedly. So he says in the comments section. A few days go by, another person pops up saying, I went to the local Build-A-Bear and they said next week. Now here's the thing. This is an online exclusive thing.
Yeah.
Why would you be able to go in person to a Build-A-Bear and they would be able to tell you this? Also, if it's under an NDA?
Yeah.
So nothing added up. Nothing adds up. Today, out of the blue, we get an email. It's coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. The worst possible time for me. That is the only hour, time, all day that I'm in a class, physically. Any other time would have been fine. I would have been able to... I would either be home or online. So I could have just done it then. But no. It's tomorrow. As we're recording this...
You know what you have to do, right?
At 9 a.m. in the middle of calculus class, I will have to shamelessly pull out my debit card, open my phone.
You don't know your debit card numbers?
Why would I have my debit card numbers memorized?
I have my debit card numbers
I don't
memorized.
use mine very often, if ever.
I don't either. I just memorize it.
If you memorized your cards...
I also have my social security and all that other memorized.
That's just being responsible, and I am not... I will pull it out in the middle of calculus while my teacher's up there reviewing for a test we have coming up.
That you will not care about.
I will not care about because I will be purchasing an axolotl
There's no
stuffed
shame.
animal.
There's no shame in that, Owen.
Of course there's not. There's nothing wrong with having stuffed animals. I mean, if
it's a good idea.
I'm
It's an
not saying-
axolotl. They're out. You know,
I
it's
mean,
a
hey.
rare item.
it's $20. It's cheaper than therapy.
Boom.
So why not?
So just a question, Owen. Why didn't you get it last time? Was there, like, a
because
big
they
reason?
sold out in 5 seconds.
5?
That's not a joke. They did.
5 seconds.
Yes.
How many?
We've been waiting for like a year for the restock.
How many?
A lot were sold, but they sold out very, very quickly.
How are you going to buy it if they don't have enough
Well, I
stock?
didn't know about it until after it was sold out because it was immediate. And then, a year goes by and now here we are.
So
The dream's coming true.
you think you're going to get it this time?
I don't think I'm going to get it.
If
I
it
hope
sells out in 5 seconds.
there's a reason. Well, hopefully they see that and they've restocked with enough stock to hold lots of orders in a short span of time.
Let's hope.
And also because there's this new color. It's a good color. I just want the pink one.
What's the color?
It's
blue.
mint.
Oh, it's mint. I don't know why they wouldn't
It's
do
like
the blue
light
one.
blue.
Yeah, I was about
Well,
to
it
say
is
the light
blue.
blue.
It is blue. It's just light blue. Now, if it were purple that they released, I would have gotten that one. But it's mint. Hopefully, more people will be getting that one, so there's less people to sell out the pink one. That's the hope.
What if I ended up buying all the stocks?
I would stab you in the throat.
Would you?
Yes.
I ended
That
up
is a
buying
serious
all of them?
threat. I
All of
will
them?
stab you.
Like
I will.
Like right when it
Both
comes
of my
out?
fingernails will
Because
go
I'm
into your
not
throat.
doing anything at that
I
time.
will.
So
I
I'll
will
buy it.
stab you.
What if I
I will.
buy it? You know,
I will stab you.
you're gonna stab me
Blood everywhere.
everywhere.
On the pavement, on the floor, everywhere.
Okay. So I'm just wondering.
I'll make Daisy watch.
Hypothetically, if I buy all,
You will die
okay.
in the throat.
What if I buy
right
one?
in your jugular.
What if I only buy one?
Which color?
Pink.
Pink. You want to see? Let me pull it up.
No, I know what the
wanna
pink
show-
looks like. I don't know
The
what the
pink
mint,
is
the
great.
mint looks like.
Let me show you the mint.
All right.
You spitball
I'm
something.
spitball. What is a spitball exactly?
really-
It's a ball of spit, but
Good Lord, Jim.
it's not
God
actually.
save us all.
God save us all. It's not actually a ball of spit. It's actually just a piece of paper that has
There's
been.
the mint.
Oh, that's really cute.
I know it is.
Oh boy, I think I like the mint better than the pink.
Hopefully, everyone will think the same thing, so I'll be able to get the pink.
But the pink is still really cute.
It is. It's the friggin'. It's just a derpy face. It's apparently it's not like
Okay.
super small. It looks small, but apparently it's not small.
So the pink one has a thing that says back in stock online.
They're both.
However, the blue one does not.
They're both. It's for both. But interestingly, neither of them are on the website. They took down the out of stock page.
Really?
Yes.
That's kind of
They had the pink one, and then when they announced the mint, they added mint and said coming soon. They don't exist right now. You can go on their website and search
Can you pre-order?
Axolotl. Nothing comes up. You cannot pre-order. The only thing you can do, or could do, was enter your email to be notified whenever they come out.
Wow.
And the thing is, no one knows how the email thing works. So people were like, I thought that they would email you like maybe an hour or as it was released. That's what I was worried about.
Mm.
Some people also thought that and were saying that in the past it's been like an hour late, which is obviously at that point it's gone. So email was not the most reliable thing.
Mhm.
It wasn't the biggest relief knowing that you would maybe get an email in time, but a day in advance is good.
Yeah, that is
I just
good.
wish it wasn't 9 a.m. If you Google when they restock, it's like midnight. 9 a.m.
That's when they go up
It's
on
literally the
sale.
1 hour that I'm doing something.
That's sad.
It's
It's sad.
okay. One day I'll have it. And
Regardless-
one day will be soon.
I think Owen will get it. We all.
If I don't, I will turn back time.
Everyone
and
pray
melt
to
the
the
planet.
deity you pray to for Owen to get his axolotl.
Yes.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
that was a lot.
Uh-huh.
Owen was very heated about that.
Okay, because I've been waiting for this for a year. Okay.
No, I know. What
Now
were
you
the-
get to pick the next topic, the next little story.
Okay.
Do you remember the options?
I know one was like horror
One
class,
was horology,
horology,
101.
which I've heard about that.
You have.
I feel like I've heard about
You
that.
might have heard about it.
I might have heard about that, which is why I'm scared.
I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard about it though, because some people haven't. The other option is porn floats. Which one do you want to?
Horology just like
It does scream at you, but
it
do you
screams
want to
at me.
save best for last?
I
This is the predicament, and which one is best? I don't know. The
I know
answer.
what porn floats is going to be about.
Do you?
It's probably going to be about Spanish Town,
Mm-hmm.
which is parade. I'm thinking porn floats at
You're gonna
this
go
point.
to porn floats. All right. So basically, you remember Thomas, right?
I do remember Thomas
He has been on the podcast twice now.
twice. I mean, once in the back, but
Once in the back, but he's been on twice. He needs to be on more.
I agree.
But basically, Morgan's mom spoke to my mom and invited her to Spanish Town. Morgan could not go. She was in New Orleans at the time on completely different parades
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot in Mardi Gras. I had never been to Spanish Town. Didn't know what it was. Neither did any of my siblings who are younger than me.
Yes.
One of which is still in middle school.
Oh.
My
not good.
mom says that we're all invited and that I can go or not because Morgan's not going to be there. So Morgan's mom didn't even know I was coming, but my sisters were like a definite yes. So we get in the car. My mom informs Morgan's mom that I'm coming, and she goes, "Oh, well, I'll tell Thomas to come over." So he actually has someone to talk to. So he like Ubers over
Oh.
real fast. He gets there before we do. And I'm really thankful that he was there because I would have been miserable the entire time if he wasn't. We get in the car, and my mom turns to us and goes, "All right, so this parade is a little different than some of the others. You might see things
Was this your
inappropriate."
first time going?
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was a regular parade. So did my sisters.
I go,
My mom was like, "You might see things that are inappropriate. They might throw things that are inappropriate."
That's true.
Such just close your eyes and don't tell your dad. So I'm thinking, what in the world is she bringing us to? And why are my sisters with me? The theme of the parade was literally porn.
Yes.
That's not a joke.
No,
it was
I
literally
know.
porn.
I know.
They had sex dolls all over the floats. Weird flamingo porn drawings everywhere. Really weird. Me and Thomas think it was just a fairy cover-up.
Wait, Thomas has never been either.
This was Thomas's first parade, period.
Oh my gosh, what a parade.
What a parade.
The first time I went was like, I think I was like 10 or 11.
There was a lot of kids there, more so than there really should be. It's not a good parade
It's a family-friendly parade.
They throw stress balls that are shaped like boobs.
Yes. They also throw silicone boobs at you.
Necklaces with dildos on them. I was full on expecting them to throw dildos.
They throw
logically
used underwear
thinking
sometimes too.
they do. I saw that. And then there was one float, or I'd say float. We walked around the whole parade before it started like twice. And there was one car called the Italian American Marchers. And it was the only thing in the entire area that was not sexual. It looked like they were just out of place. It was just these dudes in suits and Italian flags everywhere. And me and Thomas were like, this is the core. The most unassuming float of the entire parade. This is the center of the whole thing. And there's a radius expanding from here. It gets worse as you get closer. And that is the only float that we look out for the entire parade. And we were right. As it got closer, they did get worse and worse. It started off basic, just flamingo themed. And then they started to get Playboy in there. And then there was full-on nudity. And then there was like aerial silk dancers on a float, just spinning on rings, wearing clothes, in quotations. And then at long last, after about an hour of waiting, come the Italian American Marchers. No like special music or anything. We see the flag turn the corner. And I run over to Thomas, go, "Thomas, it's here. They're here. They're finally here." We had given up hope. We thought they weren't actually going to be in the parade, but here they were. Basically the last float. They come by. It was glorious. We saluted them. And then one of the guys walks over to, I think, Morgan's mom brought some people over. I think they were her sister's friends or something. One of the guys walks over to one of them, pulls out, I don't even know what it's called. It's just like a silk loop.
A silk. I don't
know the official name.
I don't know.
It's not exactly.
I know what you're.
It's not a thong.
No,
but it's similar.
Like
wraps it around her leg and walks off.
It could be. You're talking about one of those like.
It's just like wrapped around your thigh.
Yeah, no. I'm talking.
Then put money in them.
The little like. Yeah. It's like the gypsy things.
Sure.
Yeah, the gypsies wear it. Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
But slightly tainted my holy view of these guys, but still, they were the best part of the parade. If you ever go to Spanish Town, do not bring anyone that's not an adult, please. There were babies there. Anywhere from like babies to like, I mean, I guess any age, because my sisters filled the age gap. There were small children that should not have been there. My sisters should not have been there.
Yeah.
It was a grand old time. I'm
Yeah.
really glad that I went. Definitely,
I'm glad-
100%.
glad you
Definitely
enjoyed
wasn't
it.
scarring or
Okay,
any
yeah.
way at all.
It would never be scarring.
But the
What are you talking
Italian
about?
American marchers just really pulled
So
through.
if you give them Jello shots,
If you what?
give them Jello shots to
Huh?
parade people.
Oh, just in general. I thought you meant the marchers.
No, just in
Yeah,
general.
in
If you give anybody Jello shots, which you know what Jello shots are, right?
Yes, it's a cup of Jello with
A shot in it
alcohol.
with alcohol.
and
It's supposed to
injected.
get you high, very
High,
not high,
sweetheart.
drunk. Regardless, I'm in the wrong headspace right now. If you couldn't tell, that's something
you could
different.
Probably do that. You can probably inject like weed or something in Jello.
You can
There's probably a way.
There's most definitely.
I've discussed this with one of my friends before. Not weed Jello, but crack Skittles.
Crack Skittles are a
Because
thing.
he basically he loves Skittles. We're pretty sure his blood is half Skittle. So I had the idea. What if instead of sour powder and Skittles, it was crack cocaine?
You like sniff the Skittle before you
No,
eat it?
you just eat it. You just pop as if they're like sour Skittles.
Anyway,
you could probably do that.
you
and,
could.
like, hide it in the sour bags.
well, regardless, once you
Anyways,
give them,
back to
if you
Jell-O
give them a
shots.
Jello shot, they give you something. They hand you something, right?
Uh-huh.
Like one year, this guy was eating a dick popsicle.
Oh.
And he was holding it, and one of my friend's sisters, who was much older, decided to give him a Jello shot for the dick-sicle.
A worthy trade.
A worthy trade.
I used popsicle for alcohol.
Yes, a worthy trade. The dick-sicle for the Jello shot, and apparently the dick-sicle was what was it? Watermelon flavored, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. It's not the best, but you know, regardless, that's apparently what it tasted like.
Apparently, what it.
I was 10 or 11, so
that's
like
a very
you know.
easy thing to identify the flavor of something.
Well, it had multiple flavors, you know.
Oh, of course.
So like
it
the
did. It was layered.
the outside was a different flavor, and
It
then
was
the inside was
a
like
freaking
watermelon.
bomb pop.
Probably, yeah. But like it just looked like a dick on the outside.
That's amazing.
But I kind of just played football with a bunch of other kids in the back.
We moped around and ate food.
Mm-hmm. That's what you do.
Told stories about something. I don't remember what we talked about, but we sat far away, far from the floats.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen in that. Like one of my friends got arrested one year.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Because there's like so many people that are just like congregating after the floats are gone.
Oh, it's awful.
Because one year,
I mean, it's already, even without like events happening, that area is already crowded, hard to drive around, and then you add the crowds of drunk, stupid people.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah,
It's a grand old time. We were leaving, and this lady in front of us kept stopping to get out of her car and pick up beads on the street. And then we'll get back in the car, drive a few feet, get back out the car, pick up more beads. And this happened until we got off on the interstate.
yeah. It's bad. I'm gonna be honest. Whenever we went and my friend got arrested, he accidentally bumped into a cop, and the cop just immediately arrested him on the spot. So it was like he sat there, and we were sitting there, and everybody else was congregating, eating dick-sickles, and we were kind of just like, whatever. You know, as one does when you go to Spanish
What
Town.
else would you do? What other delicacies do they have?
Only the
Nothing.
dick-sickle.
They have no delicacies.
No delicacies,
That's
just
all they
dick-sickle.
have.
And it took us like...
One thing we did notice, besides all the phallic treasure that they were
Yeah.
giving out.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of beads from other parades. Like every single bead basically that was thrown was like from Toth or Endymion or literally every other parade was there. It was like they had nothing unique except for the penis beads.
You know, honestly, Spanish Town is supposed to be the biggest parade,
It's not.
but it's not.
Who says it's the biggest one? That's
I've heard-
not even true. That's
I've heard
not
from
close
multiple
to true.
people. I've heard from multiple people it's supposed to be the biggest
It's not
one.
even the biggest in terms of like length, like duration.
Oh yeah, no, I know it's not.
They
but
didn't have a single float with like a paper mache statue in front. That is in no way the biggest parade.
from what I've
In
heard,
no way. From who? Who told you this? They
I-
lied to you. Doesn't matter.
multiple of my coworkers.
They all lied to you.
Yeah,
That is not in any way. The
Well, I'm
biggest
just saying
parade.
it's it was supposed to be. You didn't let me
Supposed
finish.
to be.
It's supposed to
wind.
be, but I don't agree with that. I'm gonna be honest here. All it does is
I mean, most of the floats had signs saying we were too lazy to put pictures on here.
yeah. To me, it's the crappiest
It's
parade.
out of all. I went to several this year. That was the worst quality.
Oh
that I
no,
went to.
but it's so
not
bad.
the
It's
worst.
like
Not the worst period.
no,
Worst quality.
but see, that's the thing. It's like
Lowest
McDonald's.
quality, at
You
least.
hate it, but you keep coming back
I
to it.
don't think I'll have that. issue.
You won't have that problem.
I
Most
won't
people
have
do.
that problem.
Most people will have that problem where they're like, "This is terrible.
This is
I want to
terrible.
do
I'm
this
good."
again."
Well, that's like bad movies are a similar thing because they're fun to experience. This was not fun to experience, and it might just be because I was with my mother
Oh God.
and my underage sisters.
Mm.
I imagine if I went there with just my friends, who are adults, it would be fun. But no,
It's like going through a haunted
No.
house with your friends.
it's worse.
You turn the corner, boobs. Ah!
No,
Oh no!
mother, look away.
Yeah, no. Spanish Town is something, all right. I will say that.
It was an experience that I shall never forget. Especially the Italian American marchers.
They're
Boy,
scary,
did they
aren't
march.
Boy,
They
did
are
they
superior
march.
than every other float there. If you could even call them floats. They were just cars.
I wonder what happens
Just
if you
trailers.
like hand them a pizza.
Hand them a pizza, like a whole pizza, like a whole
Yeah.
box.
Yeah. You think they'll give you something?
They might let you join. I don't know. I think that just might be it. That's all it takes to join the Italian American. Just give them a whole pizza.
Give them a whole pizza. They're ready. They're willing to accept you.
That's a lot. A whole pizza? I don't know if I'm willing to part with that. That's a lot. Maybe a slice.
Maybe a slice.
Not a whole pizza.
That's enough slices.
I mean, if I pay for it, if I pay for this pizza, they're not getting any of it.
yeah. What if you got it for free because it was 30 minutes off, right?
Huh?
If it takes them more than 30 minutes to get there, you get it free.
If it takes who?
The pizza delivery man.
Who does this? What company does this? I've
Domino's?
never.
They don't
They've
do
been
that.
an hour
I
late
know
to
they
our
used to do
house,
that.
and they.
I know they used to do
paid.
that.
I mean, that's like a cliche.
Yeah, I feel like they used to
thing.
do that. I don't know if
that's
they keep
actually
doing
a
that.
thing that happens.
I don't remember for sure, but I know it's something like you might get like 50% off on your next purchase or something.
I mean, I know Domino's has like a reward system. That's not
Yeah.
quite the same thing, though.
No. I'm hungry for pizza now.
Well, unfortunately for you,
Pizza.
you can't eat anything for the next few hours while I'm here.
No.
I won't let him.
No, you won't.
Don't worry, guys. I'm keeping him on track.
Yeah, he is.
No
unfortunately.
food ingestion while I'm around.
Yes.
We're starving around here.
fasting.
No,
No,
starving.
Starving.
I am starving you.
Yes, I am.
I'm training you to be a normal human with a normal metabolism.
That's what we did with we left Jackson in the basement, and now
Oh yeah, he's transcending currently.
he's transcending.
He's evolving into a foodless being.
Yes,
He's gonna be able to photosynthesize.
of course. Anyhow,
Are you ready for the last thing that I have to discuss?
the last thing, yeah, go for it.
Have you heard of Sister Cindy?
I feel like I have, but I can't say yes.
If you're not familiar, you're in for a treat.
Oh boy.
You've probably at some point seen videos of speakers going to colleges spouting homophobic stuff and
Uh-huh.
then people getting in front of them and being like, I'm gay. And then they're like, no! And it's funny because it's just over the top dramatic for no reason.
I'm gay.
No!
No!
I've seen one where this couple like makes out in front of them and he's like, bleh! It's just funny because it's always like old white people.
Uh-huh.
So basically, Sister Cindy is not a sister.
Why is she
Right
called
off the
Sister
bat,
Cindy?
Sister Cindy. Her husband is brother Jed, I want to say.
Brother Jed.
He's not a brother in any capacity. It's either Jed or Jeb. I can't remember. But they've been going around colleges for a long time. Like your mother when she was in college.
Wow.
She was going to
They're
colleges around then.
old.
Oh yes, they are old. But they're famous because of TikTok. Apparently she has her own TikTok page, which has gained such a large following. She has like her own merch now.
What?
But along like last semester, early last semester, maybe like August, September, maybe. Somebody from LSU asked her, "When is she coming back to campus?" Because she's been there before. When is she coming back? This year, maybe. And she responded, in February. I'll be there. And that was great. Me and one of my friends who think she's hilarious overjoiced with this information and then immediately forgot about it. So I'm leaving one of the buildings on campus like 2 weeks ago now, going to a class, and I see this crowd of people. I'm thinking, that's a really big crowd of people. Normally the speakers do not gather that big of a crowd. I get closer and I'm like kind of avoiding it just so I can actually move. And I can see into the ring of people. It's like a mosh pit around a large open area.
Yeah. Oh,
And I'm
wow.
trying to see who is inside. And there's this old lady. I can't hear what she's saying. But it's like, no. That can't be her. And then I Googled a picture. And it was.
Oh my.
In the flesh. Now, unfortunately, I had to go to a class during her talk. So I missed it. But one of my friends was there, and basically her thing is be a hoe, no mo. That's her catchphrase, and is all over the merch that she sells.
Oh my god.
But I don't really know what her talk was about. But we come back. I come back with Hayden. We had lunch together, and we're walking around. And I was like, "You hear Sister Cindy was here earlier, like an hour and a half ago now." I was like, "Yeah, I saw that. I didn't get to see any of it though." We walk over there. There's still a crowd of people there. And we're like, "There's no way she's still talking." It's not her. It's her husband, which I don't know how good Sister Cindy's talk was, but Brother Jed's talk was even better than I could have ever imagined.
Really?
We get there, the first thing we hear, the very first thing. Ladies, I'm noticing some of y'all, I'm not going to point one out, but some of y'all are on the flatter side.
Oh my god.
He said this twice in the hour that we stayed there.
Oh my god.
And at one point he was like, now this is okay, as long as you have a perky personality.
Oh no.
And the whole time, I'm just like, no, you're too old to know these words. No.
No.
This dude looks like he's like 60s, maybe 70s.
Oh
like
no.
He's old and he's talking about birds and the bees. His sexual activity in college.
Oh my gosh.
No censorship in those stories. None at all.
Oh no.
But the way that it works, No one's taking him seriously. I don't even know what the moral of his stories are. I'm assuming it's supposed to be don't have sex in college and stuff, but he's just telling us stories about how he banged girls in his car
I don't want to hear this.
and then did it again.
Why?
But no one's taking him seriously, so he'll say something. He'll say something like offensive or something, and everyone will be like, "Yeah!" They'll just cheer after everything he says. And I guess he had said it a bunch of times before we got there, but a certain thing in the story he was telling had become a chant that everyone would do with him. And he would say something like, "Oh, I brought this girl to the movies, like the drive-in movie theater, in my dad's 1954 Chevrolet barrel
My
back
God.
with red leather seats," and everyone would chant it with him. And then he'd be like, "And we had sex on the red leather seats."
Oh my God.
And he just kept going on, and we're just like,
About this Chevrolet.
when? No, about the sex. And we're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And people came and went. It was like, what are they talking about? You don't want to know. And then he'd say something, oh, okay.
From red leather seats. Huh?
Yeah. And
Oh
then
my
at
God.
some point, he was like, he said something. I guess he's fast forwarded to when he was married to Sister Cindy. And he says something about doing the dishes. He said, I did the dishes. And Sister Cindy found out. And she rewarded me that night. She
Oh my
did.
God.
She did indeed. And we're just like, yeah, you get that. That was the whole talk. And it kept getting better and better. Eventually, he started talking about he went to like some other country and started doing marijuana.
What?
And I was just like, whoa.
His life's
Whoa.
crazy.
And I was caught off guard by this. There was no transition. He was just like, and he started giving me the good stuff. And I just started smoking it. This is how he talks. He's just like pauses in between the words to give us time to be like, no way. There's some reaction. It was amazing. It really was a mosh pit. It was amazing.
Quote unquote. He gave me the good stuff, so I smoked it.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. And at one point, he talked about how he used to have sex a bunch with this girl. I don't remember her name, but eventually she became an airplane stewardess. And you can imagine what the crowd was chanting. Are you in the Mile High Club? I don't remember what his answer was. Couldn't hear him. I wouldn't be surprised if he was, though. But eventually, he was like, and then one day, many years later, I'm at the library, and I go up and I say, I'm looking for some book. And the woman there goes, Brother Jed, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Oh my God.
And he goes, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. Have we met before? It's me, whatever her name is. And this is probably the worst part of what he said. He goes, and for a second, I was transported back into my father's 1954 Chevrolet barrel back with red leather seats. And we were doing it, and I reached out to those plump, soft breasts. And I opened my eyes, and God intervened, and I was brought back to reality. They were no longer soft and perky, but old and saggy, and I put my hands down as a gentleman. I'm just like, I'm sorry. That should not be something that you need God's intervention for, sir. As an old man.
God's
sir.
intervention. With those leather seats.
The red leather seats. And then he told us about the birds and the bees. He's like, one day, you might meet a girl. Oh, first he asked us who in the crowd is a virgin. and everyone's just like, "Yeah, Virgin Gang!" And then he asked her. He was like, "Now are you a virgin because you can't get it, or because you don't want it?" Just point blank, just because you can't get it. And it's like, one day, you might meet a girl at the football game, and then you'll get coffee together. You'll meet her parents. You'll get to know her better. You'll get married. You'll go on your honeymoon. Every word he said, people kept getting louder and
Oh
louder
my
because they knew
gosh.
what was coming. You get in your hotel room. You get naked. Yeah!
Yeah!
You take your penis.
Get
You
into
put
it.
it in your vagina. Yeah! And you have sex. And people are cheering. And we're just like, this cannot be happening. This isn't real. It was real.
It was real.
The next time that they're there, I'm dropping whatever classes I have to attend the whole thing.
Man, Owen, it's like
you don't understand how awe-inspiring and life-changing
Oh
this
no,
was for
Owen,
me.
when
I will not be the same person ever again. Ever.
I just want to point out when you were talking, it felt like I was transported back to that
Because it's just
1954.
His dad's
1954
Chevrolet barrelback with red leather seats. It's just the way he talked and just the crowd response. It was amazing.
I can only imagine.
Apparently, Sister Cindy talked about pegging.
Did
I would have
really?
I would have loved to have been there for that.
Oh my gosh.
I remember what it was. It was something like one of three things could go wrong. A, B, or she'll peg you. Which is really funny because an old person is saying that. That's weird for an old person to say.
You're not wrong about that.
I would loved to have experienced the whole thing, but I couldn't. Unfortunately.
Next time we'll get them on the podcast.
We need to get Sister Cindy on the podcast.
Oh,
do you know how that would?
That's the dream.
That's our peak. That's
our peak.
There's no going further from that point after we reach there.
No.
Oh my! If we could get them as a guest, I would lose my mind. That would be bigger cause for celebration than hitting 1 million subscribers. That's not even a joke or exaggeration. That would. I would be amazed.
I would be amazed as well. It sounds like an amazing time.
It really was. Well, I hope you enjoyed my story time.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Now that I've gotten it out of my system, I won't remember most of it by tomorrow, probably. I'm amazed I remembered most of it for 2 weeks.
What an amazing story.
I was worried I was going to forget the car chant. Because it's very specific.
Oh, it was very specific. It was the best part.
I remembered it, and I chanted along with him.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Sister Cindy and Brother Jed. Or Jed,
I remember. I'm at a loss.
I'm sorry.
I'm at a loss, man.
I promise I'm a true fan.
I'm at a loss, and I'm just shocked. You know what I mean?
It's an unforgettable experience. I wish you could have been there. I don't know what you were doing that day, but I wish you could have been there. I was
probably at work, and that's the worst part.
That was the day where you told me maybe later, so I have no idea what you were doing.
Oh, that day?
Yeah,
no.
I asked Ben what he was doing, because they were there Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
But I asked Ben, hey, is our regular scheduled time on our regular day to record going to work out today?
No.
Maybe later. 6 o'clock rolls around, 6 hours later. Hey, you come over now. No, I have college in the morning. Sorry.
Okay, but the next Tuesday
was my fault.
Was Owen's fault.
I was in Houma for a parade.
Yes, on our regular scheduled program.
Well, that was against my will.
All right. Yes.
My mother brought me. Mine was against my will
as well. Don't worry. Anyhow,
yeah, that's when he fell into the pit of hell to go to.
Yes, that was indeed.
That's what it was.
Anyhow,
he doesn't have a climbing pickaxe to be able to get out.